Now further we are proceeding with this examples under this one. So the example is basically provided in the examples. No, non-random sampling methods is convenient sampling, purposive sampling, quota sampling, and this is what the convenience is, a process of including whoever happens to be available at the time, called accidental or haphazard sampling, mean that anyone who is easily available would be included in our sample. For example, if we ask that as the college would be open, so first 10 students coming primarily and initially in the college would be our sample, is the best example of the convenient sampling. So there are certain advantages, disadvantages that there, naturally I think. So purposive sampling is a process whereby the researcher selects a sample based on experience or knowledge of the group to be sampled, called judgment sampling. Because if one of the expert person is there, so we are believing and trusting on such person, and we are depending that such person whatever may make a sample. So that's why I think because this sample is being selected personally by the person who is specialized in his own area, so that would be called the purposive sampling again, because the personal biases may come into, and that's why I think a biases may be there. So disadvantages are their potential for inaccuracy in the researcher's criteria and resulting sampling selections. In the quota sampling, the process whereby a researcher gathers data from individuals possessing identified characteristics and quota. So these are the disadvantages. People who are less accessible, more difficult to contact, more reluctant to participate, are underrepresented. Sampling in qualitative research is also theirs. So that is what a researcher in qualitative research select their participant according to their characteristics, according to their knowledge. So it is when the researcher chooses persons or sites which provide specific knowledge about the topic of the study. The type of purposeful sampling is maximal variation sampling. So typical sampling, theory of concept of sampling, homogeneous sampling, critical sampling, opportunistic sampling, and snowballing sampling. So this is what so far as is regarding. So I hope so you get the basics themes of such sampling, ladies and gentlemen. So do this one. These are some ethical issues are there which must need to be performed. So finally you may say sample is important one, and as a student you should be knowing the basic terminology about sample, sampling frame, biases, so population. So there is sometime the word universe is used. So theoretical study of sampling is used like sampling frame is used, sampling sizes, so sampling methods is used. So the word sample plus consensus you should be knowing. So far as probability is concerned, the method of probability. So under probability there is a simple random sampling, there is systematic sampling, there is stratified sampling, there is a cluster sampling. Under the non-probability sampling, so there is convenient sampling. So there is purposive sampling, judgment sampling. So there is the quota sampling. So this is all about. I hope so. This lecture would add you some value in terms of information you will gather and would make you available possible to attempt your exams. I think this is equally important, ladies and gentlemen, for your statistical point of view as well as for your researcher's point of view. So thank you. God bless you. Take care. Thank you. Khuda Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.